This is Top Contender Boxing, where we keep it real, 100 and unbiased. Today's topic is Nonito Donaire versus Inoue. We're going to break down the first fight to the rematch. But before we go there, we'd like to talk about the winner of that fight. I'd like to break him down. Inoue, he's 28 years old. He's 5'5". He's got 22 wins and 19 KOs, 0 losses. What did you think about that first fight?
Oh, that first fight was very, very explosive, but I still think that Inoue was more of a aggressor. He was coming more forward. Well, they both were, but he was more aggressor. I think he had more. His punches were more more powerful. They were just landing more, and Nonito was doing the same, but I think he was just not being. His IQ was just not there compared to Inoue.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
My take on that is a lot of people don't recognize and don't understand that Inoue in the second round had a broken nose, he had a fractured face, and still came out there to perform. I mean, he did something that Billy Joe couldn't do. When Canelo tore his face apart, he said no more. Inoue went out there like a complete samurai warrior and went out there and won 12 rounds to go win that fight. And you got to remember, he dropped Nonito.
He went to live it on.
What award did he win that day? What award was it that he won?
It was Muhammad Ali.
It was a Super Series.
Yes, it was Muhammad Ali. That's a big trophy.
Yeah.
That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah,
it's a big accomplishment there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing about that. Watching that fight, Inoue, he was masterful in there. He was masterful. He can fight you off the back foot. He can take it to you. He can move around you. But then again, you got to give it to Donaire too, because Donaire went in there with I don't want to quit, with 100% willing to die for it, and he practically did win in there and die for it. But Nonito, then again, he looked like the older man in there, a bit heavier, and that's where Inoue was able to execute.
Well, he is a bit older.
Yeah, he's got more losses on him too.
And like you said, Donaire was in the second round got hurt. You wouldn't even be able to tell that he was hurt like that.
No.
He hit that, like a poker face. Nobody knew. Hey, man,
Yeah, right.
That man can just show you that he's not hurt when he's really hurting.
That is a great point. That is a great point. I mean, that's why, personally, I think he takes that style and that mentality into the next fight. But let's talk about the rematch. What do you think about the rematch? What do you think is going to happen in this rematch?
I think it's going to be the same, but I think Inoue is going to be more hungry. He's younger, so he's still growing and getting more powerful. I think he's just going to come in and just execute.
Yeah, I really do think Inoue. I agree with you on that. I do really think Inoue is going to come execute. But what I'm thinking, if his face was hurt in that second round, if his face was shattered in that second round, so he wasn't really stepping on the gas in the whole fight. He probably was giving you a good 80% instead of the 100. So now that I think his face is 100%, I think he's going to step on the gas on Nonito. Because Nonito, to me, there's no hate on Nonito. He's a great fighter. But then again, he doesn't. His knockout rate isn't that high. And I personally think Inoue, he's going to step on that gas this fight. And that's what I think is going to win. So you got Inoue?
I got Inoue.
I got Inoue. We'll break it down right there. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you.